Can you find all 4 solutions to this equation? Feel free to pause the video and attempt it. And if you encounter any challenge, then this video is for you. Be sure to watch to the end as I walk you through step by step how you can get the 4 solutions to this equation. So the first step is to multiply through by x squared so that we'll get rid of the denominator. So we're going to have x raised to the power 4 plus 1 is equal to 14x squared. Now we collect like terms. This will be x raised to the power 4 minus 14x squared plus 1 is equal to 0. Now we have a polynomial. Now this is a quartic equation, but we can reduce it to a quadratic equation by making a simple substitution. Let x squared equal to k. So we're going to have k squared minus 14k plus 1 is equal to 0. Now this is solvable. So let's go ahead and solve this quadratic equation. So we have that a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 14, c is equal to 1. And of course, we know the general quadratic formula, minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, everything divided by 2a. Now let's substitute. You have minus 14, this is 14, plus or minus square root of negative 14 squared is 196, minus 4 times 1 is minus 4, divided by 2 times 1 is 2. So here we're going to have 14 plus or minus square root of 192 over 2. And if we simplify this further, we're going to have 14 plus or minus square root of 64 times 3, all divided by 2. So this will give us 14 plus or minus 8 square root 3 over 2. So our two solutions are going to be k is equal to, if you divide through by 2, you're going to have 7 plus 4 square root 3, or k is equal to 7 minus 4 square root 3. So this is the first phase. So if you've watched this point and you've gained value, be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel so that more people can get this value and this video can reach the right audience. Now let's proceed to the second part of this video, which involves getting the actual solutions for x. So remember that k is equal to x squared. So for us to find x, we need to find the square root of k. So we're going to have two cases here. And the first case is when k is equal to 7 plus 4 square root 3. That means x will be equal to the square root of 7 plus 4 square root 3. So how do you find the square root of a surd? Now, it's a very simple concept. So first of all, you have to assume that 7 plus 4 square root 3 is a perfect square. What that means is that you can write it in the form of a plus b squared, so that the square can cancel the square root and you'll be able to find what the roots are. All right, so this is what we're going to do. If we expand this, we're going to have a squared plus b squared plus 2ab. So let's assume 7 plus 4 root 3 is a perfect square. So what we want to find now are the values of a and b. So let's compare. Now for the integer part, we have a squared plus b squared. So that should be equal to 7. So our first equation is going to be a squared plus b squared is equal to 7. Now, for the other part, we're going to have 2ab is equal to 4 square root 3. So you can call this your equation 1 and you can call this your equation 2. So if you simplify equation 2, you're going to get that AB is equal to 2 square root 3. Square root 3 cannot be broken down to a simpler number. So it's very straightforward to be able to pick out what your values for A and B are. So here we can see clearly that either of A or B, so one of them is 2, while the other one is square root 3. It does not really matter since the equation is symmetric. So let's substitute the values of A and B to see if it gives us, if the sum of their squares gives us 7. So 2 squared is 4, square root 3 squared is 3, so that gives us 7. So here we can write our solution. So x is equal to square root of 7 plus 4 square root 3. And this would give us, remember we've gotten values for A and B, that's going to be plus or minus now, right? This is plus or minus. This is going to be 2 plus square root 3 squared. So this is what we have. So this square cancels this square root. So we're going to have that x is equal to plus 2 plus square root 3. This is the positive version. Or x is equal to minus 2 plus square root 3. So we have found the first two roots of the equation. Now let's do the second case. The second case from the previous question, we got that k is equal to 7 minus 4 square root 3. And remember, x is equal to the square root of k. So x is equal to the square root of 7 minus 4 square root 3. Very similar steps to what we did before. So here you know that we're going to have a squared plus b squared is equal to 7. And we're going to have that 2ab is equal to minus 4 square root 3. So this is your equation 1 and this is your equation 2. Now reduce equation 2 further to have that AB is equal to minus 2 square root 3. Okay? And here it is very clear and obvious that the two solutions are going to be minus 2 and 3. So let's say A is equal to minus 2 and B is equal to square root 3. If we substitute that into equation 1, you will see that it actually checks out. So how do we write our solution? Remember that x is equal to the square root of 7 minus 4 square root 3. And this can be written as minus 2 plus square root 3 squared. So this square will cancel this square root. Of course, there's a plus or minus here, right? Whenever you take square root. So this we're going to have that x equal to plus or minus 2 plus square root 3. So this gives us two additional solutions for x. X is equal to plus minus 2 plus square root 3, or x is equal to minus 2 plus square root 3. So we have found our 4 solutions. If this video was exciting, if the math was fun, be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel so that this video can reach more people who are actually interested in this kind of math, and so that you will always be notified when I post new content like this. All right, see you in my next video.